Yeah, yeah. She was a serpent in your eye.
KANM Student Radio, the college station of College Station. We're here in KANM Studio and we're interviewing Northern National. Really excited. They're from Dallas. They're alternative pop band. They're really awesome. Their debut album, Young and in Love, came out September 2nd of this year. That's right, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Make sure. All right. So we have all our band members. Introduce yourselves.
In there, yes.
Yeah.
My name is Michael Rossi.
I'm Michael Wilson.
And I am Michael Connie.
So I'm Bill. And I'm Michael
My name is D.
Yeah, this is Sam and D over here.
Do y'all have any like nicknames for the three Michaels? Like.
We should go by last name.
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
Rossi,
I'm
Wilson,
Rossi.
Connie.
Connie, yeah.
So makes it easier.
Yeah. How'd y'all all meet?
Ooh.
Connie's a stalker.
Not
No,
always.
for real though. He found me on Facebook, and so he had shot me a message and was like, "Hey, he heard actually one of the songs that's on the CD, Got It There. I had wrote it a long time ago, and he heard it on there and was like, "Hey man, I like your style. You know, why don't we get together and try to write?"
It was like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, and so we were in a little acoustic act that we did, had like dubstep, but we did that for about a year, and then we met up with Wilson because he helped produce the album.
Okay.
So that's how we kind of
Yeah.
all.
The old album.
Yeah,
and then
the old
and then we started writing together about a year ago.
Yeah.
And wrote a lot of songs and got in and produced it and then started going with it, like really like starting to play in like I'd say July and August of this last year. So
Right.
yeah, and then we met them as well through Wilson.
Yeah, these
So.
are guys that I had met at different places along the way.
Yeah.
And they make it sound a whole lot better.
Yeah, they do. So they jump on our full band. We do acoustic. We sometimes switch them in, and sometimes it's just us on acoustics.
Right. Right.
So.
So, what was the inspiration behind the name Northern National? Is there a reason for it?
That question.
Busted.
That question.
That's
All right.
the one question I'm not supposed to ask.
Yeah. Can I pass on that question?
If you really want.
No, I mean,
Alright, go ahead.
we don't. There's really no like. We were
Yeah.
kind of sitting down at a table and we were picking out. Actually, we were doing names around the same time we were finishing up the song "She," and so we
Yeah.
were kind of. I don't know. We kept bouncing back and forth with different names, and then Northern was in a couple of different names, and National was in a couple of different names, and then we kind of honed it into Northern National.
Yeah, we finished.
People all the time are like, "What? You're not even Northern National. Like, you're from the South."
I had someone was like, "You're from like North Dallas," and I was like, "Yeah, let's go with that."
That's still North
We'll
Texas.
take that.
North
We'll go
Dallas
with that.
is
We'll
actually
go with
more-
that. Yeah. No, we had that, and I do a lot of branding stuff, and so we're like, this is the sound, and we want a name that fits our sound.
It
And
does. It does.
I think that was the main goal behind the
Yeah,
name, was to
sure.
fit the sound we have.
So your sound, like, what genres really like inspired you? Like, 'cause I hear like a lot of different sounds. In
There's
there.
a lot of different
Yeah.
stuff.
I grew up listening to like older stuff. Me and Wilson kind of grew up around the same type of music. It was like up in Dallas there's a station called 98.7, and it's like they call it K-Love.
Yeah.
K-Love.
Yeah, K-Love. So I grew up on listening to that type of stuff, and then as I got older, I'm into like Rhythm Montaigne. Who else? I just went blank.
Ben
John
Howard,
Mayer,
you
love
love-
John Mayer.
Yeah, Howard.
Ben Howard.
Yeah.
Tons
That kind
of different. At least for me.
There's a
that's
lot
how it
of
was.
acoustic stuff for him. For me, I listen to a lot of pop stuff, so that's the pop influence. Not shamefully. I can't. That's not shameful at all. I love Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's
Always
not
do.
shameful.
No, it's great. Her new
That's not
album,
shameful.
I might have pre-ordered it the day it came out, and then also bought it physically the day it came out, both times.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
No.
The last album, he told me this. I'm sorry. He said that he was there the night it came, midnight, whenever it came out.
It was Red, and it was when I was at A&M when Red came out, I think, and no, it was actually the album before Red, whatever that one was. 2 albums ago. I was at A&M and I went in line because it came out at midnight. At that point, it came out at midnight at Target or whatever, but the Target at A&M was open 24 hours, so I stayed in line, and it was me and then like 50 girls. And I was the only guy there at all. And they were like, hi. I was like, I'm here for the Taylor Swift album. They're like, oh my gosh, me too! And it was a great bonding moment. But yeah, so the pop influence is probably more of my stuff. I listen to a lot of that. Matt Ward's been Rector. And then what about you?
I grew up, like you said, with the oldies and country, and then kind of into pop after that. I knew whenever I got into music that having a broad base to pull from was going to be really, really essential. So I've tried to be very eclectic in my listening to kind of get inspiration everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Because because your sound is very unique. I feel it's not just like
Appreciate it.
when I was trying to name like a genre, I was like, gosh, it's
We had the same
alternative,
problem.
Yeah, we
indie,
did.
pop, rock, folk.
They say like the list of like a lot of sites say you need to name 3 genres, and I'm like alternative pop, and then if you can keep going like 5, I just keep going. Like everyone, they're somewhere in the album.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
And you write the songs together for the album?
Yeah. So it just depends on the situation.
Sometimes we'll start out like somebody else will start writing, and then we'll come together and finish it up.
Right.
But yeah, I think every song on the album we all
Touched a little bit.
Yeah, touched a little bit, which was it was a fun experience for sure. And keyword here, started a lot of songs. I mean, we started probably like 30 to 40 songs, and then a lot of times when we write, we'll start something, and then someone will be really excited, and someone else will be like, no, and we just go from there.
Yeah.
So Connie will be really excited. And I'm like, nah, man. I don't
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
exactly what happened. I
like
get really
that
excited.
someone.
Someone.
Trying to be coy there, Connie.
Oh, well, you know.
And lyrically, what was inspiring y'all for the album?
I think for me, this album in particular, because it's Young and in Love, I got married about 4 years ago, and I shot a baby like a week and a half ago. And so, I don't know, it's kind of like, for me at least, was like the young love that we're going through right now at this time in our lives, because he's also in a relationship. And
I started dating someone like
looking.
right when
Yeah.
we were writing the album.
Good material.
Yeah, so it was good. It was a long distance relationship too, and so it's been long distance since day one. And so a lot of the songs I started, and then when we got into it, I was like, it takes on a new meaning, and so we edited it to that. And then, I mean, honestly, a lot of the lyric stuff, like we help out a lot, but a lot of it's Wilson just doing his thing, and so we just kind of let Wilson run. Not all the lyrics, but some of them. He ties stuff together.
We'll
really
have
well.
like different versions of the lyrics, and then Wilson's like, yeah, it's gonna go like this.
I tend to be the writer for hire kind of guy.
Yeah.
What do you want to write about? Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, for sure. We kind of just like start writing things, and then whatever comes down, he's like, "What's it about?" And we're like, love." And then he's like, "We need a better story than that," so we hone it down. So yeah.
And who chose the cover art? It's so cool, your cover art.
It was actually that was cool. So, like I said, I do a lot of branding stuff, and so I was actually working, and we were talking about it. And I work a lot with a guy named Ryan Bro. He's from Dallas. Great graphic designer. And that cover art, I told him like the album and kind of the feel of it, and then he started like, I'm like, let's go with it. So I talked to him a little bit about it, and he started drawing different stuff up, and I know Rossi specifically said like, I don't want us to be on the cover. We want art done for the cover. And so he started drawing stuff, and all that art's hand drawn. Like
really?
He hand draws everything and inputs it, and he did that. And we got a few different versions back, and it was like a couple-month process. We saw him like drawing the boy on it. We're like, this is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
And so it was super cool specifically because like the album's about love and it's young love, but it's really cool that like the theme of the album art was love is an ancient thing. It's a really old thing, and so we wanted to have, but in moments it's felt brand new, and so we wanted to have like those young, the boy and girl, and finding love around like ancient things. That's like the meteors, or that's like the space, and so it's kind of a mixture of both of that.
Right.
So it was a cool thing. Ryan's amazing. So he also did our logo as
Really?
well.
I also like your logo.
Thank you.
And what are each of y'all's favorite songs? Like,
Oh.
mine's either Dance Me Endlessly or I'll Be Okay. I really like
Okay,
those two.
so our favorite songs off of our album.
Yes.
I Love Gotta Dare. That's like I started that one like 5, 6. That's the old song that he first heard, and so we finished it together. That's my I guess my favorite off of there for sure.
Dance With Me Endlessly was kind of my child, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, that's the
That's
one
your
that I was
baby.
like, I really had an idea for where I wanted to go with that one, so that's definitely one of my favorites. Beyond that, Young and in Love and Gotta Dare are fantastic songs, and I really enjoyed.
I would say personally for me, my favorite and like story wise is You're the One, because that's the one that means the most to me in the sense of it's not a long distance relationship, so it hones in for me. But I think one of my favorite songs is She. I know it's kind of it's our single, so we play it all the time. But
It's a good song. You can't get sick
it
of
was the song that we finished the quickest. Like we sat down and wrote it and finished it within like 30 to 45 minutes.
And the music video, I was watching it the other day. I was like, it's so cute.
Yeah, that was a cool one. The guy in it has like 5 hairstyles, but it was a great video.
That's okay, yeah. And looking back on your album release, is there anything you would do differently?
I spent more time maybe as far as like like vocally, like there's things like where, because I'm live a very like vocal person, you know, like I'm not shy, I'm not, when it comes to singing like in a vocal booth and stuff, like I'm like real, I don't know, I get kind of scared in essence, so I get very shy whenever I'm singing in studio, so I would have kind of changed a couple things on
the record.
vocals.
Yeah, I think on the release for me, this is nothing we could have done differently, but something because of the situation we were in. But if we had the finances, we would have done a huge marketing campaign for it.
Yeah.
And when you're the first artist starting out, you don't have the finances, you can't do that. So we did the best we could, and it was great. It's been great.
Yeah.
But we definitely, I mean, if we could have had the time to raise the finances, and if we had a record done, if we could have sat on it for like 2 years, which we didn't want to do, we could have raised that. So. For our next single or record, whatever that is, we'll definitely have a marketing radio push behind that, which will be cool. So, how about you? Anything?
I think the biggest thing was just the time that it took to get the record done. We were slow at the beginning, and then at the end we felt rushed. And because we were rushed, there were little things that you always can go back and nitpick on. But overall, I think we're pretty happy.
Yeah, we're happy with it. Sure.
Yeah. And what are your future projects that you're excited about?
Well, I mean, right now we're looking at a few things. It's super cool. Next Tuesday we're featured on a site called Noise Trade, where they're actually doing a whole section on us and like featuring our album, and like we have a sampler so they can test out songs. But we might be releasing, maybe do a live Christmas video of a song we all like. We might do that full band, which will be fun. Maybe not. We're looking at that. And then we're going to be writing a lot through this next season, and hopefully be able to release a single by next summer. We'd like to say, late spring, early summer is our goal. But we're going to look into doing that, and that's our goal right now. So that could be pushed back, that could be a little earlier, we never know, but our goal is to release a single about there, and we're going to get back and writing a lot more songs. We have a few that we've been working on, but we want to write a lot to get that one song that we're really thrilled about.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And where do you see the band going in 5 years from now?
Oof.
I don't know.
The goal would be able to be torn, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the goal, because like, we all, you know, obviously have jobs outside of this as well, so it'd be nice to, especially like bringing these guys on with us too, because like I said, full band for, especially like, I know for me playing with a full band versus us doing acoustic stuff so much more fun and like hyped and stuff, so I definitely, in 5 years, would love for us to be just music 100%.
Yeah. Taking
care of all of us, so.
Yeah,
that's kind of my hopes.
Yeah, I think in 5 years for me too is probably just like having music, being able to make us a living. Just doing that. Like we do other stuff on the side, and we're blessed to be able to do music and come here and be here. We love this kind of stuff.
Right.
But if we can go from like 5 years from now and be able to do that, that would be great. You know,
Right.
just jumping on with the bigger artists that we respect and being able to play alongside them, which would be full band, which would be a fantastic thing.
Sure, same.
He's the same way. He's the same way.
And if you could open for any band, who would you open for?
Well, I will say this. I would like to open for someone who is really popular and sucked, so we could be better than them. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not going to throw anybody in the
No, I don't like that. One Direction? I mean, shots fired. I know.
I would love like John Mayer. Like I think that'd be a killer show.
Yeah, it'd be great.
To be a part of.
Yeah, it'd be great. Aloe Black?
Aloe Black would be fun too.
That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, someone like that. Maybe Alan Stone would be a guy that we'd all love to tour with.
That'd be a blast.
That would be a fantastic time. So, again, Taylor Swift. But I'll be honest.
I'll let her boost us up.
Yeah.
I'll go on to her.
Alright, so thank y'all so much
Thank
for
you.
interviewing with me. So now they're going to be performing. So what songs are you doing?
We'll be doing 3. We'll do She,
Okay.
You're the One, and Dance with Me Endlessly.
Alright.
Not in that order, but
Okay.
So we'll start out.
let's do Dance with Me Endlessly first.
Cool.
Okay, great.
Y'all good?
I'll move out of.
Cool.
Is that on? It's on 5?
5 for you.
Alright. All ready?
Yeah.
Dance me endlessly underneath the old oak tree. I will sing you a song, laughing you spin around. Oh, how I love that sound when you sing along. That I could stay here forever and dance real slow. Now that I
Thank you. So this next song is called "You're the One," and this is the song that we actually started writing this one a while back. Got it halfway finished, didn't touch it for like 7 months, and then I started being in a long-distance relationship, which we started writing about originally, which none of us were in, and then we it just hit home for me a lot more. So anyway, this is "You're the One."
Feels like I've been floating on cloud nine with you. And I can't take it anymore. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something tells me that I'm falling hard for you, and I can't take it anymore. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is what I promise you. Every time you close your eyes, I kiss your head and say goodnight. For you're the one that I love. Oh, and every time you drive away, my heart breaks down. I wish you'd stay for. You're the one that I love. You're the one I love. Caught up in your brilliance, and I'm losing all control. And I can't take it anymore. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something tells me that I'm falling hard for you, and I can't take it anymore. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So this is what I promise you. Every time you close your eyes, I'll kiss your head and say goodnight. For you're the one that I love. Oh, and every time you drive away, my heart breaks down. I wish you'd stay for. You're the one that I love. You're the one I love. You're the one. You're the one that I'll always love. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one that I love. Oh, you're the one that I dream of daily. When you got me, it drives me crazy. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one that I've always loved. Every time you close your eyes, I kiss your head and say goodnight. For you're the one that I love. Oh, and every time you drive away, my heart breaks down. I wish you'd stay for. You're the one that I love. Oh, and every time you close your eyes, I kiss your head and say goodnight. For you're the one that I love. Oh, and every time you drive away, my heart breaks down. I wish you'd stay for. You're the one that I love. You're the one I love. You're the one that I've always loved. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one that I've always loved. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one that I've always loved. You're the one. You're the one. Oh, oh, oh,
Oh
Hey.
man.
all right. So
Last
she,
song?
right?
Yeah, let's do "She."
So this song was kind of the first song that sparked Northern National, one of them.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, this is the single that came off our album called She. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Here we go. Oh, sorry, wrong key.
Hey, let's get that
I
right.
caught it. I caught
Wow,
it.
good
this time.
job.
I caught you so much. All right. She knows me better than most. She's the love I wait to when I call home. And there's something brilliant about that dimple in her her grin. When she smiles, I fall in love with her. She sometimes hums old rock and roll. Ain't no sunshine and she can't stand it in the cold. And she knows I love the way her lips trace my skin. And when she laughs, I fall in love with her. I want to be the one you need forever and ever and ever. You'll see. I want to be the one you need forever and ever and ever. She bites her lip when she gets mad. Silence is the song that plays when things go bad. But I know she loves the way I always let her win. And then she brings I fall in love with her again. I want to be the one you need forever and ever and ever. You'll see. I want to be the one you need forever and ever and ever. I want to be the one you need forever and ever and ever. You'll see. I want to be the one you need forever and ever and ever. I want to be the one you need forever and ever and ever. I want to be the one you need forever and ever and ever.
Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it.
I want to